Tracey Gritz here, and the other day I was in my office when I received this text from a client. She says, "Why does it take 2 hours before I eat my frog?" Or, in other words, why was she doing everything but the thing she had most needed to get done? Does this sound familiar to you? Do you ever start your day with the best of intentions only to get totally derailed? If so, stay tuned because I'm going to share with you the 3 reasons you set out to do one thing and then totally get off course and what to do about it. Stay tuned. Woohoo! I'm so excited. Yes. It's easy to do. You show up to work saying to yourself, okay, I've got to get this thing done first. And then you see a stack of paper that you need to go through. You need to find something. Then you check your email, which leads to everything but completing that one most important task, or as I call it, your MIT. Now, Brian Tracey wrote a book called Eat the Frog. And the premise of Eat the Frog is that you do that one thing that's most distasteful first thing in the morning, because after that, everything else is a cakewalk. Well, my client had an Eat the Frog task and totally got derailed. And I'm going to share with you the 3 reasons that you may be getting derailed. And the first reason is you didn't book time on your calendar. You didn't give it a placeholder on your calendar. So when you show up to the office or to work, you realize, oh my gosh, I had a meeting. So now you're on to other things and you didn't get your most important task or your Eat the Frog task done. The second reason is your task is actually a project, so you have no idea where to start. For example, you might say to yourself, okay, in the morning, I am going to work on my website. Well, that's a project. There's too many parts and pieces, so your brain says, alert, alert, alert. I have no idea what that means. What exactly do you mean? And then there's overwhelm that happens. You go, oh, I can't work on my website. And then you're on to the next thing. So it's really important to make sure that you actually have a task. So if you're going to put it on your calendar, make sure it's a task, like write content for the homepage. And the third reason you get derailed is because you're procrastinating. Now, what does that look like? That looks like you think, okay, I've got to get this done first thing. And then you get to your office and you think, oh, I'll just check my email really quickly. Our brain is brilliant at lying to ourselves really quickly. So then you go over to check your email. Oh, I've got to get this done. So then you go over to do this. And then the phone rings. Oh, I'm waiting for that very special phone call. So then you pick up that phone. And that's procrastination with the idea behind, oh, I've got to get this one thing done. I got to eat the frog. But procrastination sets in, but it all seems so important, right? So let's get back to my client. She got derailed. So now let's go through the 3 reasons. Number 1, calendar block. She did have this Eat the Frog task on her calendar, so she did block off time. So it wasn't that. Number 2, did she break that task? Was it a project or a task? It was a task. It was to email a client. Very clear. So that leaves number 3. So why did she get derailed? Because she was actually procrastinating. So after asking her some questions, she really came to the heart of why she was procrastinating. It was because she didn't want to write this email. It was to a client addressing a very difficult and uncomfortable topic, and she didn't really want to do it. So that was really at the heart of her getting derailed. So she put on her big girl panties, she wrote that difficult email, and she felt like a rock star. She felt fantastic. She texted me right after like, woohoo! So next time you find yourself getting derailed, identify what's taking you off track, and then, as we say here in the South, get her done. Now, I would love to hear from you. In the comments below, please share what about this video was helpful, or if you have another way that you notice that you get derailed. And I would really appreciate it if you would pass this video along to only your very coolest friends and colleagues. And know that you're in my heart, that I appreciate you so much. I think you totally rock. You have a very special gift. And the world, we all need what you have. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time. Thanks again, and bye-bye.